Talk about gold. What a trend it's seen to the downside, losing its shine once again. For the past 6 sessions, gold has lost a total of 6%. Shares dropping to the lowest level in nearly a month today after a number of Wall Street heavyweights dimmed their stakes in the bright metal. Is the gold rush over, or is now the time to buy? And if not now, at what price? We thought we'd ask legendary commodity investor Jim Rogers, Rogers Holdings chairman, who actually called the fall several months before it happened, Jim. So how did you know?
I watch Fox.
Yeah, there you go.
I watch Fox Business, for goodness sake. What do you mean? Now, wait, I want to ask you a question. Are the planes going to be on time now that they can text?
Better be.
That would be the best part of it.
That's right, texting while piloting.
Yes. Gold. I own gold. I didn't sell any, as I told you before, but even though I expected this to happen, I don't know where I'm going to buy. 1,300, I would probably start buying again. 1,200, I'd buy more.
Okay, so right now, as we look at gold, we're at about 1,373 a troy ounce. So you say around 1,300 would be a point where you'd sniff around and say, let me add to the position.
I would have to start buying again, yes. That would be over 30% decline. Then it might go to a 40% decline, maybe even a 50% decline, but I would start buying again. The bull market in gold is not over. It's having a long overdue correction, as we discussed many times.
Well, explain to me the value of gold in a portfolio.
Well, what's the value of art? What's the value of an antique car? What's the value?
Do anything.
I got some in my pocket. I'll fondle it. I'll rub it. I'll rub it. I'll be very pleased.
You carry this around. He's got the coin.
You never know when you need a little gold.
In this form is what you're buying, coins and bars.
I mainly own
not
coins.
ETFs.
I own ETFs and coins. That's what I own.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, ETFs as well. Now, the GLD, for example, if you look at the annual high,
the GLD.
Why not? What's the difference between the GLD?
I own my own Rogers commodity. It's part of a commodity index, and I own it that way.
Annual high of the GLD was $174 for that price. Right now, it's at $134. A lot of people feel that the allure of an ETF is not as exciting as the actual physical gold itself.
Well, the ETF you can buy, you don't have to pay as much of a premium. These coins, you do have to pay a premium, and you sell, you'll lose something. But it just depends on your own psyche. Some people like to buy gold mining stocks. I prefer the real stuff in my pocket. I don't have all my gold in my pocket, I assure you, but and I prefer to have the liquidity of an ETF.
Midtown's pretty safe, but they may try and shake you down.
Now that they know, now that when I walk out the door, I'm sure that the Fox News crew is going to shake me down.
Yeah, Fox News, but not Fox Business.
I know. I know.
We got it under control.
I know the difference.
Jimmy, what other commodities are you buying right now?
Well, I'm not buying anything right now, but agriculture. Well, I'm looking. If I were buying something today, I would be buying Russia if I had enough. If I'd done enough homework, the ruble or the bonds or some stocks. But I'm not buying any commodities right now.
Jimmy is heavily, not heavily, but invested in Japan at the moment. You've done pretty well. Looking at the Nikkei 225, you own the Nikkei.
Right.
You own individual Japanese names. Which ones do you like right now?
Well, I actually sold some of my Japanese shares. I bought them during the tsunami, as you may remember, and I sold some last week.
Okay, did everybody hear that? He bought just as the fear was the strongest during the tsunami.
Yeah, okay. We don't have to go into all that. I've been on this show before. I told you, when the tsunami hit, I bought shares in Japan. I have learned that when a natural disaster hits, everything collapses, but normally you buy because the natural disaster doesn't come back. And it's usually a great time to buy something.
But now Japan is doing exactly what Ben Bernanke has been doing, and that is really heavily devaluing. Well, Ben Bernanke is trying to prop up by buying a lot of bonds, keeping interest rates low. Same with the Bank of Japan. Is this worrisome to you?
It's terrifying to me. Now, Liz, for the first time in recorded history, every major central bank, nearly every, is printing money. Japan, England, Germany, Europe, America, we're all printing money. This has never happened in world history, that everybody's debasing their currency.
The markets are doing well. Why are you worried? Why is this a disaster?
Stock markets are going through the roof. Some people are benefiting, but the Japanese yen is down 27% in 6 months. Inflation in Japan is going to go through the roof. That's not good. That's not good for anybody except Abe.
He has sold some of his Japanese stocks. He is waiting for gold at 1,300. Thank you very, very much. Jim Rogers, Rogers Holdings chairman.
If it gets to 1,100, I'll bring you some.
Okay.
Okay.
Deal.
Okay.
I have a few Krugerrands hidden in the wall.
Ah.
Closing bell.